How's it going, Martians? Jade back with another Martian report. And in this one, we're going to talk about whether it will take XRP 15 years to exceed a price of $1,473. So, for those of you who are familiar with leet speak, 1473 is leet speak for late. So, I'm saying late because 15 years for XRP to mature, that's pretty late. That's late in the game. Not late in the blockchain game, right? But late in the technological trend game. So this video is going to be me talking about why XRP is going to hit 1473 long before 15 years from now. My belief is that it's going to hit this price range within 5 years max. And I think it's going to far exceed 1473 within the next 5 years. But I digress. Why will it not take 15 years? Because within 15 years, money is going to be a useless concept. And I think that's a cold, hard reality most people aren't ready to accept. Most people are probably going to be like, yeah, right, this dude's gone off his rocker. We've been using money since the rise of civilization. We're never going to stop using money. Never say never, friend. Never say never. And why do I believe this so foolhardily that money is going to be irrelevant? Well, it's because society as we know it is going to be infinitely disrupted by artificial general intelligence by 2035. That's 15 years from now. So what happens in 15 years when AGI emerges? Well, it's up to debate. Who knows, right? Some people think that AGI will be God coming to Earth, and it will bless us with an age of abundance, and we will never want or need for anything ever again because it will have that within its capability. That's not just a pipe dream. The AGI will be capable of doing that. That's why people will think that that's probably possible. Just as many, if not more, people believe that the AGI is going to exterminate us all because humanity is a parasite upon this planet and we're destroying it. Yeah. There's merits to both points, and I don't even know which side of that fence I sit on. Whether AGI is going to be our best friend or it's going to be our worst enemy. It's impossible for any of us to say yet, and I don't think that any of us will know until it's too late. But the reality still stands. We have 15 years until AGI emerges, because it doesn't matter if a government stops companies from developing an AGI. It's going to be done by a government. This is AGI is like the next level of nukes, right? And it's nukes beyond nukes because it's going to be this force, this entity that can control the masses without having to kill them, if it so decides. Now, the scarier aspect of that is that we can't control something like that, something that powerful, something that's more intelligent than all of us combined, that can manipulate all of us at once. But I digress. This isn't a video about AGI as much as it is about it's not going to take 15 years for XRP to mature, because AGI will be here in 15 years. And long before it arrives, we're likely going to see the advent of several other mind-boggling technologies that are going to thoroughly disrupt the way we as humans engage with our economy. This is why I believe that we're moving towards a social economy where, we're going to be paid for our contributions, our social engagements with one another. Basically just what I'm doing right now on YouTube, making videos, talking with you guys giving me comments, watching my content, and I'm making money from the ad revenue. That's a social economy here on YouTube. And I think that is what we're going to see the whole world move towards in the next 10 plus years. And that's because we're not going to have jobs. AI and robots, long before the AI becomes sentient, is going to replace humans at almost every single job that we can do. The only jobs left for humans are going to be plumbers and maintenance, really. Doing things that require the dexterity of a human form. But it will not be cognitive at all. There's not going to be scientists, there's not going to be doctors, there's not going to be lawyers, there's not going to be accountants, there's not going to be any of these traditional high-paying jobs that allow people to escape the mediocrity of the the impoverished class, because the robots are going to take them and do them better than you and I and the rest of all of humanity combined could ever hope to do. And they're going to do it more efficiently and more cheaply, and it's going to be to the benefit of a very, very, very small group of people. So we as a society need to evolve. We need to mature. We need to stop thinking that we're going to continue doing things as they've always been done, because guess what? Things are not being done as they've always been done, because things are forever changing. Society has changed just in my short 30 years on this planet. I've witnessed things move dramatically from being done one way to being done another way, and guess what? Now I'm watching it change again, and I'm only 30. So, you know, there are people out, you know, like my great-grandmother, she would have witnessed horse-drawn carriages be replaced by fucking automobiles. Yeah, that's things going on as they've always gone on. Horses to a combustion engine, 15 to 20 miles per hour going down the road, if that, to 60 plus. What? 100 mile per hour you can go now in most vehicles that you can just buy for, you know, $2,000 from some used car dealership. How does anybody rationalize that the world is still going on as it's always gone on? It's changing every single day, every single year. So anybody that thinks that we're going to be in the same situation in a decade, well, you might be. If you think that way, you will be in the same situation you are as the whole world changes around you. And you're going to sit around and wonder, whoa, you know, you're going to make excuses. You're going to make excuses as to why nothing went right for you. And the only reason why it can't go right for you is because you were controlled by your fear. You allowed your fear to prevent you from taking advantage of the numerous opportunities that the advancement of technology is presenting you. The one that we're being presented with right now is blockchain. And if you understand business, you understand why Ripple is winning, why Ripple is going to be the most powerful, the most valuable of all these assets. And it's because of adoption. It's because those who will accept your currency, whatever currency you use, those who accept it are the ones who are most important to see adopting these digital assets. And all those groups, those powerful producers like Apple and Microsoft and virtually every financial institution who lends to all the other companies in the world, yeah, guess what? They're all adopting XRP. They're all working with Ripple and integrating into RippleNet or through R3's Core to Settler, which also uses XRP, right? That's why XRP wins. That's why it's going to win. Unless there is some catastrophic, just horrible event that occurs, an unforeseeable black swan event, right? An unforeseen event. Unless there's a black swan event that occurs within Ripple and more so the XRP ledger at this point because R3 is a thing, unless there's some catastrophic event that obliterates XRP, it's going to be the one that's used. It's going to be the one that receives mass adoption. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of being patient, waiting that short 5 years to see what is today a $250 investment turn into $1 million or more, likely a lot more. So I just want everybody in my community to keep this in mind, right? Understand what you're really investing in, why it is that this space isn't going to take nearly as long as all the naysayers are claiming it will to mature, and really just have faith that you have done your research and that you are on the right track to whatever, you know, of these digital assets you're investing in. If you're investing in XRP, you're probably investing in it because you've been following the fundamentals, like most of us out here. If you haven't been following fundamentals and you're just looking at XRP's price, you need to go and look at my previous videos or digital assets investors videos or Alex Cobb or DNI or anyone in the XRP community space. Go watch their videos not related to price. Because then you're going to really realize, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's going to happen because XYZ has already occurred. You know, these steps have already occurred. These individuals, these giants, as far as, you know, monetary systems are concerned, these giants in the monetary system have already adopted XRP, have already partnered with Ripple or R3, and are integrating into their systems into their own. And so it's just a matter of being patient. Patient and persistent in your research and dedication to your belief, to your vision, what you're seeing, right? And the reason I say in all my videos that I'm not a financial advisor, you should not take my investment advice, and you should do your own research. The reason I say that, it's not to cover my own butt. I don't have to say it. There's nothing in my terms of service that says that I have to warn you that I'm not this person, you know, this kind of person that can legally advise you on such. There's no reason for me, I don't have to do that. I do it because I want you, my viewer, to go and do some work yourself. By work, I mean research. Because so many people out there are naysayers about this asset class, and I get into debates with people in my comments because they just don't understand what they're investing in. And it's the most frustrating thing of all time to try and explain to somebody who doesn't know the first thing about blockchain, that doesn't know the first thing about business, doesn't understand the first thing about mass adoption of any technology, these concepts. And that's why I always encourage it. It's not because I'm trying to cover my own butt. It's me saying to you, my viewer, somebody who may be skeptical about the things that I'm saying, go do your own research. Don't believe me. Go look for yourself. I'm not lying to you. I like growing my channel. I like my YouTube channel growing and people coming in and supporting me because I'm being honest. Now, it might be my truth that I'm being honest about, but that's why I tell you, this is my truth. This is what I see as true. Maybe I will be wrong. I can absolutely be wrong. I've been wrong about quite a few things in life. You know, that's why I'm not a millionaire yet at 30, because I was wrong so many times about the things that I thought that would lead me down that path. So, at the end of the day, you have to make your own decision about what you're going to invest your money into. You have to decide what risk is worth, you know, how much risk you can take in any marketplace, whether it's blockchain or the stock market or anything. And that's your choice, not me. You know, all that I can do is sit here and share with you on the internet my view of where I think things are going, and you can either agree or disagree. But if you're going to disagree because you're going to naysay and talk about things that you don't know and then speculate about things that you just don't understand, well, don't be surprised if I come at you kind of harshly in the comments, because you're not doing what I'm telling you in my video and going and doing your own research. You're trying to argue in my comments, and it's juvenile, it's childish. Stop it. You know, there's a lot of people out there that do that, and I know that nobody watching the video at this point is probably one of those people, because, you know, obviously you're sitting here listening to me go on my tangents. So thank you to all of you who have made it to this point. Thank you to all of my supporters who have been behind me as my content's been all over the place over the last almost month now. So thank you all so much for your constant support. I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you're new and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified of my newest content. And also, on your way out, it'd be awesome if you could hit that like and leave a comment. It helps with the YouTube algorithms, helps promote my videos so that they get more views. And I appreciate all the support that all of you are willing to lend me in growing my channel and continuing to spread the word of cryptocurrency, XRP, and where I think, just basically my views, right? And I appreciate all of you who actually enjoy hearing me go on tangents. It's a really liberating feeling, so I really do appreciate all of you. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening, and I can't wait to see all of you in my next video on Mars.